Now let us look at my game against Vladimir Malakhov. So this game is extremely important in order to understand the plans and ideas when black plays bishop c5 or bishop d6 first, and then he goes back with the bishop to f8 or e7. Similar ideas and plans you can also use in the Italian game, because when you develop the bishop to c4, one of the best continuations for black is early castle, and then he tries to return with the bishop to e7, the latest trend. So how the game continued: c3, castle, d3, rook e8, bishop g5, bishop e7, knight b d2, so d6. And after the move d6, white is making the move bishop a4. So what is the point of this move? In order to think about the safety of the bishop a4. Usually, if black plays a6 and bishop a4, we don't have to think about our own bishop, because bishop can always hide on the square c2. But in this position, if we don't play bishop a4 immediately, black wants to play bishop d7 and afterwards knight a5, for example, and try to exchange our bishop b5. It is very, very important to keep this bishop b5 alive. So that's why beforehand I am moving away this bishop. Black usually in such positions must try to exchange the black bishops. So usually white must try to avoid such exchanges. For example, if knight h5 is played, we always try to make the move like bishop e3. But a good idea for black would be to play here knight g4, forcing the exchange of this bishop. Or we must play bishop e3, knight e3, f e3. Even such positions can be very unpleasant for black, because he has a bad black bishop e7. And no matter how black is playing, he has always problem with this bishop on e7. But the move knight g4 deserved a lot of attention. So this is a typical way of playing. So what happened in the game? After the move bishop a4, black played h6, bishop h4, and now knight d7. Again, if the move knight h5 is played, we don't take on e7, but we make the move bishop g3. And the point is that after knight g3, hg3, we still kept our king in the center, and later we can castle to the queen side and play for attack on the king side. So this way of playing for attack has been explained to me deeply in my DVD Attack on the King in the Italian game and Ruy Lopez. So if you still haven't seen that my DVD, so you're welcome to buy it and to study it. In the game after the move bishop h4, black played knight d7. Again, we don't exchange. Bishop g3, knight c5, bishop c2, a5. So a prophylactical move in order to stop the move b4. Now white doesn't have possibilities of the attack of the black king, so he castled. Bishop f6, h3, prophylactical move to stop bishop g4. And what is the plan for white? White must prepare to conduct the move d4. Now it is possible to see that the setup of black has drawbacks. There are problems with the active concrete play. It is very, very difficult for black to create an active play Meanwhile, white can easily improve his position, preparing the move d4. So now, after the move h3, b6 has been played, rook f e1, bishop a6, queen e3, knight e7, rook a d1, queen c8, d4, e d4, knight d4. It is very important not to miss the tactical ideas. C d4, knight f5, and then black is fine. So after knight d4, we have the following plan: to prepare f4, e5, and play for attack. So bishop d4, c d4, knight f5, queen c3, knight g3, queen g3, knight e6, knight f3. It is clear that white has overwhelming advantage in this position. Queen d8, d5, knight c5, important prophylactical move h4 to stop the ideas of the exchange of the queen on g5. Queen f6, now knight d4,